Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be talking about patch 9.5.7 and about season 4 of Shadowlands. We just received some very important news regarding the legendary system, and so I just want to update you and explain what will be the consequences in terms of gold making. So I'm sure that many of you were wondering what will happen with the legendaries, and Blizzard finally confirmed that they won't have any new ranks, that the current legendaries, so the rank 7 and 291 high level, will remain the best legendaries you can craft, and also all the different crafters marks items such as the 262 unique BOEs and 233 BOEs that you can craft with the different professions won't get any upgrade as well. So all these different items are the final items you will be able to craft and make some gold with. Now, the question is it still worth it to invest in legendaries, and is it still going to be relevant and people are still going to be able to make gold with the different legendaries? So this is really the different questions I want to answer in today's video. So first of all, a couple of very important information to keep in mind when thinking about making gold with legendaries in season 4 of Shadowlands. The first one is that since patch 9.2.5, it's extremely easy to upgrade the different ranks. There's been a boost in 400% or like a reduction in terms of the material you need by 400%. So now, instead of having to craft each time 15 items in order to upgrade from rank 1 to rank 2 and do the same from rank 2, 3, and 4, right now you will only need to craft 3 items. So this is really, really good. And it means that for most items right now, it's really cheap to craft all these different legendaries and to unlock the rank 4. Second, very important things to keep in mind is that soon the different materials and crafting materials will be region-wide on the auction house. So it means that all the different materials will become extremely cheap with the release of season 4. So definitely, normally, in order to craft all these different legendaries, it will be very cheap. And of course, just as a reminder, in order to craft an item with rank 7, all you need to do is to unlock the different ranks. So farm and craft 3 rank 1, then 3 rank 2, then 3 rank 3, and then you need to have the revered reputation with the Enlightened and buy the recipe here in order to craft the new vestige of the Eternals that you can then use and craft a rank 4, and like that you will have a rank 7 291 high level item. So let's now talk about, is it still going to be relevant during season 4, and how can you still make some gold with the different legendaries? I think the first thing that is important to keep in mind is that as the legendaries are now going to be very low high level compared to the different items that you can get from, for instance, a mythic raid or from gladiator gear, many people will have to recraft all these different legendaries because they will now have to select the worst slot in their equipment in order to put these legendaries where they have the least interesting equipment they can get from raids, dungeons, and from PvP. So I think a lot of people will have to buy new legendaries and to reconsider their overall build. And so definitely they will still have a huge market for legendaries. And of course, many people are still creating a lot of rerolls and alts. And so definitely people will still be interested in buying all these different legendaries. Now, in terms of the price. So if you go on most realms right now, the legendaries are going to be sold on the auction house for maybe between 15 to 30k, and on some realms you can still sell some for 80k gold plus, but really on most realms it's going to be between 15 to 20k gold. If you want to upgrade a new legendary with really rank 1 to rank 4, on average right now on European realms, let's say for instance for the most expensive ones, and these are the level ones, so the most expensive ones is going to cost you on average 30k gold, and this includes of course the rank 4, so your first rank 7 legendary. So this is extremely cheap. This is really, really cheap. And again, as I mentioned, I'm sure that with the new updates to the auction house, it's going to be even cheaper to craft all these different legendaries. If you want to craft, for instance, a cloth armor piece, maybe the cloak that is really the best legendary you can craft and the cheapest one, it's probably going to be less than 20 to or 15k gold. On US realms, it's even cheaper because the cost of these different materials is even cheaper. So in my opinion, I would definitely recommend you to do it if you're playing on a realm where the prices are not too bad and where you like see that the competition is not too bad. So where you will be able to make some gold crafting these different legendaries. Really keep in mind that by spending 30k, for instance, right now on never working and crafting from rank 1 to rank like 4 and including the rank 7, the legs for the male legendaries, I will be able on my realm to like almost like just reimburse everything just by selling one legendary. So really, I think this is something that normally will be pretty like great in terms of like you will still be able to sell a lot of legendaries, and as the prices also are cheaper for many people, it will still be like easier to buy a few legendaries rank like 7 and try different builds. So trust me, you will be able to sell legendaries. Again, it really depends on which realm you're playing on and on the level of gold you want to invest in these different legendaries. But keep in mind that this is really easy to make a lot of gold with the legendaries. And after the end of Shadowlands, they will have new ways to make gold with profession and crafting, but I'm not sure it will be as good as the legendaries. So in my opinion, for the question on is it still relevant and are you still going to be able to make some gold with the legendaries in season 4, my answer is yes. It really just depends on your realm and on how willing you are on investing gold in these different items. Now for the 262 and 233 BOEs, so all these different BOEs that you can craft, I would say that especially the 262 BOEs are still going to be relevant. On many realms, it's not even really that like useful to craft these items because the prices on the auction house are just so low. So even just posting these items is not worth it. But on many realms, you can still make quite a lot of gold. For instance, me, I'm still like selling quite a lot of all these different like items for sometimes even up to like 20k per 262 BOEs. So definitely something you want to consider as well. It really depends on your realm again. And again, if you want to craft these different BOEs, you will have to be revered with the Enlightened and to buy these different items in order to craft the new Crafter's Mark. So really, in my opinion, this is something you can do pretty easily now. Like crafting legendaries is not difficult. It's not too expensive to invest in. And so I would say, as I always like try to just advise people, is first start with a few legendaries. Try to see if you're able to sell them and to make your money back, and then invest this money in other legendaries. And like that, normally after maybe like a few weeks, you will have unlocked all the different legendaries for the profession you're currently playing on. And after that, you will be able to make quite a lot of gold. So really, it's up to you, but this is the best way to do it. If you have a lot of gold and you just want to try your luck, you can also decide to like craft everything at once, but it's just a little bit more risky. So just to take a few examples, for instance, here, as you can see on US Realms for the belt, which is again less than 20,000 gold in order to craft all the different legendaries and to reach rank 7, you will be able on most realms to really sell it for like between, as I mentioned, 20 to like 12k gold. So definitely worth it because again, it's so cheap to craft it that it's not a big investment. On European realms, it's going to be pretty similar for the belt, as you can see, between like 20 and 30k gold on most realms. So still something really profitable in my opinion. Same for the helm on both realms. And then for instance, if you take the cape, so the cape really, I think you're probably at like less than 15k gold in investment right now. You will be able to sell it on average for like around 15 to 20k gold. So really normally you will be able to make quite a lot of gold. And again, keep in mind that with the release of season 4, a lot of people are going to buy these legendaries. So this is a perfect moment to do it. So that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. Just wanted to share this update and my thoughts on the legendaries. Hopefully you will be able to make some gold with the legendaries during season 4. And keep in mind that unfortunately after the end of season 4 and the launch of Dragonflight, all these different legendaries will be completely useless. So just keep that in mind and don't invest too much if you feel like this is too risky on your realm. I will be back very soon with more videos and with more guides. And in the meantime, I wish you a great start of the weekend and I will see you all very soon. Bye.